Good morning, collegians and young adults from my Sharptown family. I pray and hope that all is well with you all this beautiful morning. I'm getting ready to take out a few minutes just to share a brief devotion with you all this morning that I hope will serve as some encouragement for you all with where you are. If you're anything like me, you've probably been trying to wrap your mind around the idea of when is this COVID-19 or quarantine going to end? You may have been asking yourself, am I using my time wisely? Am I being productive? Or what the heck am I going to do with my life right now? And just praying and hoping that this thing ends much sooner than later. And so while I was in college, I took up the major psychology and counseling. And one of my favorite terms that I learned when I was in school was a term called cognitive readjustment. And so cognitive readjustment is when an individual has the opportunity to go from what they are initially thinking and transition that thought into a new thought. And so the new thought then has the power to then change their entire outlook of a circumstance. And so initially, if you're thinking about your demise or your frustration or your doom, right, in a circumstance, or you're trying to figure out what is going on with all of this quarantine stuff, right? And then you transition that thought into the goodness of Jesus, for example, and you start thinking about all the things that God has done for you in the past, then it's that new thought that has the capacity or the power to then change your entire outlook about a circumstance, about this present COVID-19 circumstance that we are all in. Yes, I'm in this with you as well. Thank you very much. And so Jeremiah actually talks about this idea of cognitive readjustment in scripture and principle in scripture in Lamentations chapter 3, verses 19 through 24. Let's listen to what he has to say. I remember my affliction and my wandering, the bitterness and the gall. I well remember them, and my soul is downcast within me. Yet this I call to my mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion. Therefore, I will wait for him. And so Jeremiah is having a moment where he's expressing the fact that he's remembering his afflictions and he's remembering times where he was lost, and the fact that his soul felt like it was so far down, downcast within him. But then when he had that moment where he began to think about what God had done for him in the past, he then had a restored hope for his future. And in fact, he ends off by saying, the Lord is my portion. Therefore, I will wait for him. And so to sum all of this up, Jeremiah practically was having a moment of what we call reflective worship. And so I wonder, what are some moments that you can reflect on what God has done for you? Maybe for some of you, that's being reminded of the time when you were getting ready to go to school. You were trying to make some major decisions as to which college God was calling you to, which state he was unctioning your heart to move towards, right? Maybe for some of you, you were praying for God to show up in some ways financially for you as you were coming up on some deadlines, and he met the need right on time. Or for some of you, that could be you might have been praying that God would give you some Christian friends and a Christian circle when you were at school. And he did just that by providing you a healthy community and support to help you grow in your faith and to help you just walk through the lifestyle of college life. And if you're one who struggles with the idea of pursuing moments of reflective worship, what are some action steps that you can take to help you maintain a level of reflective worship? And so, for example, for some of you, that can mean waking up first thing in the morning and carving out some time after a run or maybe some coffee and just thinking through what God has done for you in the past. Or for some of you, that can mean carving out some time midday or in the evening and just making a list of all the things that God has done and then acknowledging what he has the capacity to do for you right now in this moment, to then give you the hope that you need to get through your day. I hope that this word was encouraging for you this morning. And listen, I want you guys to be on the lookout because within the next hour or so, I will be posting the Zoom meeting information because tonight is going down 9 p.m. We will be having a Zoom call, and I look forward to checking in with you, young adults and collegians, just to see how you're doing and just to catch up. And so be on the lookout for that information. Look forward to catching up with you. I'm praying for you all. Love you guys so much. Peace.